United States Intelligence Assessment Report has accused China of deliberately provoking India with this new intrusion. Here's the very latest.
The United States is closely monitoring developments in eastern Ladakh. And as a US intelligence assessment indicates, China shot itself in the foot with its attempted transgression in South Pangong Tso area. The United States believes Beijing deliberately tried to provoke India with its second major transgression attempt on the southern bank of Pangong Tso. The US intelligence assessment says after the initial transgressions in May, India is now much better prepared to counter China militarily on ground and effectively did so on the night intervening August 29th and 30th. The United States also believes that Beijing is extremely unhappy with the Chinese commanding officer on ground for ordering the PLA troops to pull back in southern Pangong Tso when a physical fight looked imminent. According to the report, also finds the timing of the Chinese incursion curious, especially with China trying to dial down tensions with India. United States believes China underestimated public anger in India and the response of the government, where a much better prepared army was able to counter the Chinese advance, and Beijing appears to have shot itself in the foot. The report seems to suggest that the Indian forces were successful in preventing any loss of territory in the latest face-off and believes that the area is within India's territorial control. Interestingly, the United States does not believe that China provoked the latest round of standoff, but given China's past record of provocations, the US was going all along with India's story. Beijing has accused India of crossing the LAC and occupying commanding heights on the Chinese side of the LAC. However, India has been firm that Indian soldiers only occupied the commanding heights on the southern banks of Pangong Tso to prevent a Chinese transgression. Bureau Report, India Today.
So we've been focusing so far on the southern bank of the Pangong Tso, but what about the other flashpoints? The center points of the standoff that has been playing out so far, Gogra and Galwan and Hot Springs. You must be wondering about what's happening there. So let me show you. Reminder of what it actually looks like. That's the line of actual control. Galwan, Hot Springs, Gogra and the fingers area of Pangong Tso. So has any disengagement happened here? Here's an update. At the Galwan flashpoint, the pullback is complete following the violence on June the 15th. The buffer zone between the two sides is active, but no troop de-induction has taken place yet. So everyone who's been deployed in that area, they haven't been de-inducted just yet. Coming on to the Hot Springs area, once again, the pullback is complete. The buffer zone is active, but troop induction is not, de-induction has not happened yet once again. And this is a place where the Chinese are deployed very, very heavily. Gogra post is also extremely sensitive still. Pullback is not complete. China refusing to completely pull back. Buffer zone is active, but no troop de-induction has taken place. And of course, in the Pangong Fingers area, there has been a very token pullback. We just broke news for you about how India has taken over certain heights there. Massive Chinese presence between Finger 4 and Finger 8, and the Chinese build-up actually continues. This is a place where they're refusing to even engage with India as far as disengagement is concerned. There's no headway in the India-China talks, ladies and gentlemen, so far, despite several attempts, because China has a design that they talk peace during dialogue, but they continue to prove that the borders will remain vulnerable. On the 6th of June, On the 6th of June was the first round of talks between the two sides. It was a Lieutenant General level talks between India and China, which was followed by the bloody clash in the Galwan Valley on the 15th of June, just 9 days later. Then on the 22nd of June, there was another round of talks between Lieutenant Generals on both sides to de-escalate the tensions, but they did exactly the opposite, because on the 24th, China increased its positions at Pangong Finger 4. Then on the 30th of June, round 3 of the Lieutenant General level talks between both sides, but only a few days later, there was a fresh mobilization by China in the Depsang Dibyo sector. On the 14th of July, the two Lieutenant Generals from India and China talked for the 4th time. But 3 days later, there was an even bigger build-up in the Gogra depth areas on the line of actual control. 2nd of August, the Lieutenant Generals met for an unprecedented 5th round of talks. But just 2 days later, China insisted that it will not even discuss any disengagement in the Pangong sector. On August the 8th, major generals from India and China met for talks in the sensitive DBO sector of North Ladakh. But on August the 12th, China actually expanded its presence near Depsang, just south of DBO. And then, of course, what we've been reporting to you, on August the 29th, the Chinese intrusion attempt that was fought off. And since that day, there have been 3 rounds of brigadier level talks, including talks that are happening today. And all you can see are Chinese attempts to once again mount hostile action and evict the Indian posts at those dominant heights in South Pangong.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.